What's going on, beautiful people? Back again with another one talking about health, wealth, happiness, fitness, getting money, getting success, being great in life, all the fantastic things. And today I wanted to go over the importance of working out and how this will lead to your successful life, right? Now, one of my personal favorite videos on this channel is Life is A or B. Life is just a series of choices, a series of decisions. And when it comes to getting this successful life, we must increase our odds, right, of success. That is what it's all about. How can we increase our odds? And we can do this by working out, right? It's not just about getting in the gym and lifting a lot of weights, but your body shows discipline. It shows consistency. It shows I care. And this will kind of spiderweb out into all different areas of life, right? People can look at you and they'll know that your house is probably clean. People can look at you and know like, hey, I want this person on my team because they're going to be disciplined and consistent to get the job done, right? They'll want to go into partnerships and do business deals with you rather than somebody who's out of shape. That person doesn't care. You know, they probably, live in a dirty house, or they probably drive a very, they don't take care of their car. Your body shows and tells so much about you, even when it just comes to relationships, right? It's so funny. Like, I'll leave the gym and I'll go to Walmart and I'll be getting stares from men and women alike. And just to cut the awkwardness, if they're staring a little too long, I'll just be like, hey, how you doing? How's your day going? But you get so many benefits from working out that will increase your odds for success. And again, all endeavors, whether it's work, business, relationships, it will increase everything in your life. It will increase your success. And not only that, again, like lifting weights, I'm almost 40 years old, right? Lifting weights, going into the gym, lifting, 225, bench press, blah, 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 blah. That's all cool when you're in your 20s, right? But now it increases your odds of success in all endeavors. It makes you more confident about life. You walk through life feeling like I can accomplish anything. I can do anything. I know I'm disciplined. I know I'm consistent. I know I can put the work in. I've put the work in. I put the time in. And so that confidence allows you to become more successful in life. Opportunities open up, doors open up, partnerships open up, relationships open up. All of this, your life just explodes, all because you work out, all because you care, all because, you are keeping yourself in shape. Your mind becomes better. When you're working out, you're able to think more clear. You're able to make better decisions. When you're not eating bad foods, when you're working out, this stuff like working out, keeping your body right, this is therapy, right? For the mind, for the body, for the soul. So many people are old and they're broken and they can't walk and they're winded and they can't think. And it's just all like, do you want to be one of those people when you're older? And it's just like you're telling a story and, your grandkids are like, oh, you told us that 3 times already, Grandpa. And you're like, what? I did. And it's just all like, you lose your mental fortitude. You lose your mind when you get older if you don't work out. You lose your body. You lose, your soul, your spirit. And all of these things you get by working out, right? Now, one of my favorite books, by Tony Robbins was Awaken the Giant Within. Again, he goes over how to awaken, again, the giant within. It's right there on the title. How to become your most successful self. And working out, you must incorporate that into your life, anything you're doing. And even me right now, right? I don't even know why, but I've been going through something recently, and I haven't even been to the gym or touched a weight in about 2 weeks. I get up every morning and I'll jump rope and do push-ups for about an hour, and then I'll go do like a 4 or 5 mile run. Yeah, I know that sounds kind of intense, right? 4 to 5 mile run, but I haven't really felt like touching the weights. I kind of just want to be outside in the sun and doing more outside stuff, but it is so key to living a successful life. It is so key to getting to that next level. You open up so many doors when you work out, when you keep yourself in shape. People don't understand the benefits. It's not just going to the gym, lifting weights, looking sexy, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Like, that is all like back end stuff. It's the mind you build. It's just like so many doors open up, so many successful opportunities open up. And again, that's all life is. It's just either A or B, right? And we need to, in order to get that successful life, we need to roll the dice to increase the odds. And by, working out, you increase the odds for being in a relationship, being in getting the job, right? Being in partnerships, doing deals with somebody. They look at you and they're like, I know this person can get the job done. Look at their body. I know they're disciplined. I know they have consistency. I know they know how to sacrifice. All of this will increase your odds for success in life, will increase your odds of getting a better relationship in life, right? You don't need to settle when it comes to intimate relationships, right? With the opposite sex. You're able to, go get a higher tier version of whatever you're looking for. Yeah, man, it's so crazy. And I have another book as well, right? The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Now, again, they don't talk about working out in this book per se, but even these habits that they go over, you can incorporate it into working out. It's, again, these successful people, they all do the same thing. And a very good visual representation of that is working out, right? Keeping yourself in shape, caring, right? I think that's the main goal about myself. The fact that I care about my body, I care about my health, I care about my wealth when it comes to, what I eat and my sleep and working out, and all of that just makes me more confident as I move through the world, which again opens up more doors. When you walk through the world confident, people notice that, right? That you exude that energy of confidence. This person knows what they're doing. I can believe in the vision that this person has. I believe in what they're doing. I know they can get the job done because I see it. It's a visual representation. I know this person probably makes good money. I know they probably live in a clean house. I know they probably drive a good car, right? And a good car doesn't mean an expensive car, just they keep it clean. Have you seen people's cars? The back seats all filled with junk, or they have the dash all lined with soda bottles from McDonald's and stuff. It's like, gross, right? It says a lot about your hygiene as well. This person probably doesn't shower if they don't work out. You can tell, they probably smell like very bad BO. But yeah, man, your body tells a lot about you. And it can also, it not only does it help you increase your odds of success, it shows people that you care, which again increases the odds of success. It's so much more than just working out and lifting weights. Yeah, man, it's all about life choices and rolling the dice to increase those odds, no matter what you're trying to do. I guess that's the main thing about the benefits of working out, like lifting weights and hitting numbers and looking good. That's kind of like the last portion, but it's like, even when, you're not at your peak physical condition, right? Just even if you're just in the gym every day, you take that confidence into the job place with you. You take that confidence into relationships with you, intimate relationships, business relationships, right? You can overcome obstacles because you're in there hitting those weights. Going through the exercises, getting through the workout, getting through the run. I ran a mile straight, didn't stop. I ran 2 miles straight, didn't stop, right? When you do this, you take this mindset with you into all other areas of life, and people can feel it, and it will only just increase your odds for success in life. I guess that is the main point in this video. We want to increase our odds, and working out is probably one of the best ways that you can increase your odds for success in just all areas of success in life. And you get to live longer too, right? You get to feel better. Again, I always, I talk about I'm almost 40 a lot on this channel, and it's because I feel like I look at life like a football game, if you will, right? There's 4 quarters, right? You got from 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80. I'm about to enter my 3rd quarter in life, 40 to 60. And I feel as a man, that should be when you are at your high, your peak physical condition, your peak money, peak success, peak life, peak everything. You should be peaked out from 40 to 60. It makes me sad, right? I also talk about I'm a very high empath, right? I feel bad when I see these videos of guys online and they're like, I'm 40 and I'm broke and I have to start over. I'm like, oh my God, how did you make it 40 years and you got to start over? And again, it just goes to increasing your odds, choosing A or B. But yeah, man, I feel like one of the best ways for success, to increase your odds for success, is to work out. is to get in the gym, is to overcome obstacles, hard things, those resistances, those weights. You can take that into whatever else you're doing in life to just increase your odds for success. Whether it be work, whether it be business, whatever you're trying to do, relationships, intimate relationships, when you can care about your body, it shows, and it will increase your odds for success. Again, that's what we're trying to do. Roll the dice, right? We're trying to increase our odds for success. And the number one way you can do that is to get in shape, is to work out, is to care about your body, to care about your health, to care about your wealth, to care about your life. And everything else will just slot into place as you're doing that. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and leave that one right there. Hopefully you guys are having a beautiful day, and I'll catch all you guys at the next one. Peace.